Welcome to my channel English for All Reasons Good, based on the CBSE guidelines and syllabus. Here, we aim for high score through smart learning, optimum utilization of time, and less stress. Today, we are going to discuss the answers of the 30 questions of the poem The Snake Trying, the self-evaluation test that I uploaded with the explanation of the poem in the previous video. So I hope that all of you have attempted the questions and all of you have scored well, because in the explanation all the answers they were covered, and if you have practiced the explanation, if you have revised the explanation carefully, then obviously you will be able to solve all the questions. So such evaluation tests I'll be posting for all the chapters for your practice and so that your confidence is built up before your exams. So let's discuss the questions one by one. So the first one, the snake in the poem is trying to escape from the pursuing stick or is trying to save himself. The word pursuing and pursuing stick can be replaced by the word either chasing or following. That the poet is fascinated to see beautiful and graceful shapes of the snake. So all the words that are in yellow, they are the answers. The word that shows a smooth and effortless movement of the snake in the poem is glide. So this word you have to pick from the poem. The word stroke here means hit or blow. So this word stroke is from the poem. So it's not written that you have to pick the word from the poem. So the meaning you have to give. So it is hit or blow. But here it is written in the poem. So that is why you have to pick this word from the poem. Next, oh let him go. Who was him in the above line? It is the snake. And where should he go? The snake should go into the reeds. So here I have just written short forms because I have a problem of space. But in exams, it's better that if you write complete sentences like the snake should go into the reeds. Who is in danger? So the snake is in danger. Write complete sentences. Why should he hide? So he should hide because someone is attempting to kill him, or someone is chasing him to kill him. So both ways it will be correct. Where should he hide? So he should hide among the reeds. What is the color of the snake? The color of the snake is green. So next, I am pausing for a while so that if you have written your answers, you can check side by side and give marks to yourself. So how does the poet know that the snake is harmless? So the poet knows that the snake is harmless because it is a small and green snake, and the poet knows that small green snakes, they are harmless and they are non-poisonous or non-venomous. So all the short questions, the one-word questions or one sentence questions, there are 1 mark each, and rest of the last 7 questions, there are 2 marks each. Where is the snake lying? So the snake is lying on the sand. What was the snake doing there? The snake was basking in the sun or resting for a while. Who observed the snake? A man or a person observed the snake. What did he do after observing it? So he chased the snake with a stick to kill it. Now what are ripples? So ripples are circular waves formed in the water when something is thrown into it or something moves in it. So here ripples, they are formed due to the movement of the snake in the water. Is the snake able to escape unhurt? Yes, the snake escapes unhurt. So if there's another question, that how do you know? So then you will write the line, and now he vanishes in the ripples among the green slim reeds. Show this. So when the poet says that now he vanishes, so it shows that the snake has already gone and the snake is safe. So identify the literary device in pursuing stick. So this literary device is transferred epithet. Then give an example of personification. So personification, and you pick any line where he or his or him is written, like he glides through the waterway. So he, which I've written in different colors. So this tells us that this is an example of personification, and snake is personified in the poem. So since you cannot change the color in your exams, you can underline it. Then give an example of alliteration. So he is harmless even to children. So here her sound is alliterating or repeating. Then give an example of enjambment from the poem. So this stanza that I have written, so here this stanza, it is an example of enjambment because one poetic line runs into the next without any punctuation mark. So this is a poetic line along the sand, it is running into the next poetic line. He lay until observed, this is also running into the next line, and chased away, and now he vanishes into the ripples among the green slim reeds. So here is a full stop. So this whole stanza is an example of enjambment. Then what is the rhyme scheme of the poem? So there is no rhyme scheme of the poem. It is written in free verse. What is the general attitude of the people towards snakes? Is this attitude correct? Why? So now these are brief questions, 30 to 40 words. So people, they dread snakes. Snakes are fearsome. So no, this attitude is not correct because all snakes, they are not harmful and they only harm when provoked or when they sense danger. So again, I'm waiting for you to read it and check your answer. A similar answer will be correct. No, exactly these words are not required, but the meaning of your answer should be the same. Now, do you think if the snake was not chased away from there, it would have harmed someone? Why? So, no, the snake would not have harmed anyone because he was a harmless and non venomous snake. He was harmless even to the children. He would not have done anything until provoked. So, this snake was harmless, it was just lying there. So, you can even add there. The snake was just lying under the sun. So, the snake was not at all going to harm anyone because it was small, green, and non poisonous snake. And the poet says that he was even harmless to children. Now, what traits of the man are highlighted from this poem? So, the man in the poem is shown to be selfish and irrational. He tries to kill a harmless snake without any reason. So, he is selfish, he is only thinking about himself, he is irrational because he does not take time to see that what kind of snake it is. So, without any reason, he tries to kill that snake. The snake in the poem is not at all a danger to anyone around. So why does the poet want the snake to be spared? Now the poet wants the snake to be spared because the snake is harmless and non-venomous. It is not even harmful to children. So the poet wants that such a snake should not be harmed. What does the expression in green slim reeds signify? The expression signifies that the reeds too are thin and green like the snake. Therefore, the snake will be able to hide among the reeds and not be visible. 28th now. What efforts does the snake make to save himself? So the snake tries to escape from the man who is chasing him with a stick. He wriggles and crawls fast to hide among the reeds so that he is not visible to anyone. So these are the efforts. He is trying to escape by crawling and by wriggling fast, and he is trying to hide among the reeds so that he becomes invisible. Then why has the poet used the pronoun he for the snake? So the poet has used the pronoun he before snake because the poet wants to portray the snake as a living being like human beings to highlight that all living beings have the right to live. The snake has also been personified in the poem. So these are the two reasons. One is it has been personified, and the poet wants to tell us that like us, snake is also a living being and snake also has the right to live. And the last question, what unconventional picture of the snake is portrayed by the poet in the poem? So usually snakes, they are dreadful and people, they run on seeing a snake. So this is the conventional picture. So this is what happens usually when people see a snake. But the unconventional picture here is, but in the poem the snake is a victim and he is being chased by a man. So that is why the picture that is portrayed by the poet in the poem, it is unconventional picture. So I hope you were able to answer all these questions. If you if you had revised the poem carefully, you've listened to the explanation in my video, so you would have been able to solve all these questions. So if you were able to do it, your one poem is prepared for your exams. So those who have landed up on this video straight away, so they can go and watch the previous video of this poem where I have given the detailed explanation along with the self-evaluation test. So take that test first and then come to the answers. So I hope you enjoyed doing the test, and do send me your score in the comment box, and I will prepare similar tests for you for all the chapters and the poems. So that's all for today. Do subscribe to my channel if you want to prepare like this. Give it a thumbs up and do tell me how helpful did you find it. In the playlist, I'll be adding the link of the previous video, and there are other videos of your class, the chapters, the grammar and the writing section. Follow me on the Instagram so that I'll keep you updating about my next video. Thank you very much. Until the next video. Bye for now.